second homework, and we will just continue with some grammar revision and some vocabulary revisions. So if you have questions, please do not hesitate to ask me, okay? Here we have a story about Scotland, and there are some paragraphs about it and some different topics on each paragraph. So we will read it. We will choose the best suitable heading for each paragraph. So before that, I'm just showing these 6 sentences. There is only one extra, so we have 5 paragraphs. While we are reading, please try to remember these sentences, and it should be in front of you as well. So you will choose sentences from there, okay? So let's just start. With the more we read, the more you will understand what we are doing. So paragraph 1. So what's going on here? Let's just read and what's going on here. Then we will choose the best suitable sentence for this paragraph, okay? So it's about Scotland. As you know, Scotland is one of the European countries, and it talks about here the capital and the biggest city and the culture, traditions, etc. Okay. So sentence.
Can I read the text?
Yes, Desina. Oh, thank you. Wonderful. Let's see.
There is nothing here like Scotland. It's often cold and grey. It rains a lot. However, many visitors love the country very much. They love the beautiful empty hills of the north. They love the sea and the islands. They love the big cities of Edinburgh and Glasgow. They love the people. They love the people who are warm, friendly, and funny.
Exactly. So thank you so much. Here you see this Edinburgh. Edinburgh is the capital of Scotland, guys. So there are one of the big cities, Edinburgh and Glasgow. So mainly, what does this paragraph talk about? What can be the sentence, the proper sentence for this? What should we choose? Which sentence is appropriate? Hazal, what do you think? Sentence A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What do you think? Here we read the paragraph. It was like a main introduction about Scotland. This is all. Have you done your homework? Okay, Jamalutku, what do you think? You can turn your mic on and tell me.
G.
You say G. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, let's just check. No, it's not G, but it should be B, because here it's just introduction about Scotland. So what does it talk about? Scotland is special, and the people there are special too. We should choose this sentence, okay? This is the appropriate one. So please, on your papers, just mark B for sentence 1. Paragraph 1 should be matched with sentence B. All right? So let's continue with second paragraph, and we will choose the correct sentence again for the paragraph. What does it talk about? Yes, please.
For many years, Scotland was a poor country, but today it is getting richer. People in many countries drink Scotch whiskey and...
Yeah, it's an alcoholic drink, so people just buy it from there. It's the original place for this, okay? Scotch, okay.
And this brings money to Scotland. There is oil and gas in the sea between Scotland and Norway. Visitors bring money to the country too, because there are many things to do and see. Scotland has more freedom now with its own parliament. In Edinburgh, life can be hard, but for many people things are changing.
Thank you so much. Now you see there is one specific topic here, and it talks about it there. What is it about? It's about economic, right? So which sentence should we choose according to this paragraph? Jaran, what do you think? Maybe I should just reflect back the sentences again. So check the sentences. What do you see for second paragraph? It was talking about Scotch whiskey. It was talking about oil, gas, some money things. So what can be appropriate for this? Which sentence? Just look. Second paragraph mainly talks about. No, I mean it's not like free activities. It's mainly about economy.
C.
C. We will say C because the economic situation is getting better for Scotland. They are selling whiskey to the world. They are selling oil and gas, and all of them are about money. Oh, money means economy. That's why, okay? So let's see. Paragraph 3. As you can see, we see some history here. So, Cemaletki, can you read it? Please. Cemaletki, I heard your voice. Your mic is working, please. Baran, can you read it, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Between 1066 and 1328, there were many battles between England and Scotland. In 1314, the Scottish king Robert the Bruce beat the English at the Battle of Bannockburn. 10,000 Englishmen died, and soon after Scotland was free. In 1542, a girl became queen. She became Mary, Queen of Scots. The man who made the first telephone teacher, the screen has a problem.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Yeah, I can see the screen. Wait.
Huh.
Okay.
What happened? Okay.
The man who made the first telephone, Alexander Graham Bell, was born in Scotland. John Logie Baird, who made the first television, was Scottish, too. There are many other famous Scots.
So see, did you know that Alexander Graham Bell was born in Scotland? I mean, that's a new information maybe for you. And even there's one person again, John Logie Baird, who made the first television, was Scottish too. So here it's basically on history and the famous people. So let's check the sentences. Which sentence is appropriate for paragraph 3? Remember, there is one extra sentence just to trick you, so just be careful.
May I say?
Yes, Baran. Yes, please.
It's E. There were many important people in the history of Scotland.
Exactly. There were many important people in the history of Scotland. Queen Mary is one of them, Alexander Graham Bell, and also John Logie Baird are one of them, okay? So let's continue. Paragraph 4. What does it talk about? Duru, can you read it, please? Duru, are you getting ready? And in the past, Scotland was part of England. Now it is independent country, but in the past they were just all united. Duru, are you there? By the way, I just reflected the answer, but let's just read and focus on it one more time. So, Barkefe, can you read it, please? I'm just taking my notes for those who don't read it, and I will tell their mentors, by the way. if there is anything you want to say, you can just write on the chatting box. Let's see. Berkay, your mic is not working, huh? Okay. So, Desina, do you still cannot see me? So, anyways,
What?
Desina, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So, Zehra, let's continue with paragraph 4, please. Can you turn your mic? Huh.
Edinburgh is the capital city of Scotland. It is an old city with many interesting buildings. The first thing you see when you leave Waverley Station is Edinburgh Castle. Then go down the Royal Mile to Holyrood House. It's 300 years old. Near Princes Street is the National Gallery of Scotland, with pictures from Scotland and from other countries. Glasgow is the biggest city in Scotland. It used to be a city of shipbuilding. You can see some of the beautiful buildings from that time in George Square.
Exactly. Thank you so much. So, what does this paragraph talk about mainly? Yes.
Miss Milan, can I say?
Yes, please.
I think F.
Yes. There are some historical places to visit because it talks about the biggest cities, Glasgow, and it talks about the castles, the important famous houses. So, basically, it talks about historical places like tourism, okay? So I'm moving to paragraph 5. So here we will see the born of one famous sport here, the golf. I mean, is there anyone who plays golf, or do you know anyone who plays golf? Is someone interested in? So Emirhan, can you read paragraph 5, please?
Yes, golf started in Scotland in the 15th century. It has been popular since then. Mary Queen of Scots played it. The golfing capital of Scotland is St.
We say saint for this. This is the short form of saint, okay?
Okay. Andrews, a small city near Edinburgh. For many Scots, golf is very important. It is not very expensive, and there are many beautiful golf courses. More than 400. In the summer, you can play from 8 in the morning till 10 at night.
Yes, thank you so much. So, Scotland is very famous for its green areas. And in these green areas, people just play golf, and there are golf courses there. It's very famous, and it's the city where the golf was born. So, St. Andrews, what we say. So, for this paragraph, which sentence is appropriate? Let's just choose from there. Take a look. Kyra, what do you say? Which sentence is appropriate?
I think he left.
He left. All right. So which sentence is appropriate? It was talking about golf.
Is it G?
This area of Scotland, you say. But normally there is one extra one, so you shouldn't be tricked by this. Okay? So golf is not a free time activity, it's a tradition too. So when you are born in Scotland, it's part of your culture because golf started in Scotland, okay? Just like, what is our traditional sport? Think about Turkish culture.
Wrestling.
Wrestling, exactly. Thank you so much. So wrestling is our traditional sport. So golf is their traditional sport, okay? That's the relation between them. So last paragraph, let's just read it quickly. And the highlands means, by the way, the mountain areas, okay? Highlands, mountain areas. So Kemal Berk, can you read it, please? The highlands
The highlands are good for walking, climbing, and fishing. The hills are not very high, but they can sometimes be difficult and dangerous for walkers in the winter and in the summer too. Sometimes cold weather comes from the north, and so it is important to be warm and always carry something to eat and drink.
Exactly it. So when we check the sentences, which sentence is appropriate for paragraph 6? It was talking about highlands, just walking on the mountains. So what kind of activity is it? Is it outdoor and indoor activity?
Outdoor.
Outdoor.
So it's outdoor, just like you said in the previous sentence. Now this G sentence is appropriate for this.
Yes.
Yes. This area of Scotland is for those who enjoy spending their time outdoors. It's highlands, mountain areas, and people spend time outdoors. They like it, okay? So we match the sentences with paragraphs. Are there any questions so far? Were you able to take the questions? So let's move on to true false part. We read the paragraph, so let's remember the sentences and decide on if they are true or false. So sentence 1 says, the weather in Scotland is generally sunny and hot. So Fidel, what do you say? Is it true or false?
I think false.
It's false because we said it was all green, right? Gray areas. So Scotland is not a sunny and hot country. It's always rainy, right? So sentence 1 is false. Let's check sentence 2. Scotland has many different ways to get income. Here, income means you get money from tourism. You get money from some, tradings. So, is it true? Does Scotland have many different ways? Jaran, what do you say? Would you like me to remind you? Remember Scotch whiskey, oil, gas? They are all different areas.
Economic.
Yes, they are all about economy.
What's the meaning of income?
I said income means you get money from this, okay? So can Scotland get money from all of these?
Yes, true.
Yes, it has different ways to get income. That's what I mean, okay? Thank you. So sentence 3. Although there have been many wars between Scotland and England, Scotland is still, remember, still dependent on England. Is it true? Is Scotland dependent on England, or is Scotland an independent, individual country? Hilal, what do you say? Is it true or false? Hilal, are you there? Nope. Does she write something on chatting box? I don't want to just leave my page. If she writes, please let me know, okay? So Sarp, is Sarp there? Zehra, is it true or false? Dependent means you are not free. I mean, you depend on another country. But
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
You don't know, but I'm just explaining to you. Please listen up. So dependent means you can't act freely. I mean, in our modern world, is it even possible? Are the countries depend on each other, or are they independent?
Independent?
Yes. So this sentence must be false. Okay? Because Scotland is not dependent on England. That's what we mean. Sentence 4. Edinburgh is the biggest city in Scotland. Is it true? Duru? There were one more city too, remember. So is it the biggest one?
Miss Delan, can I say?
Yes, please. Please help me out here.
False?
Yes. What was the biggest city?
Capital of city.
I know Edinburgh is the capital city. Glasgow is the biggest city, guys. Glasgow. That's why it's false. Here in Scotland, golf is a very popular sport. Jada, what do you think? What was their traditional sport? Does she write something on chatting box? So let's not waste time. It's all true. We talked about it. Ours is wrestling. Scotland's is just golf. Okay. So that's the sentence. True, false part. Are there any problems here? Okay. If not, let's move on to grammar part. Normally, we just talked about these gerunds and infinitives for 2 weeks. But here, there's one exercise again, and they are all in mixed form on your worksheet. That's why I just separated them by sentence. So it will be a lot easier for you to remember which word is gerund verb, which verb is infinitive verb, okay? So let's start from sentence 1. But by the way, first one is like, the 0 number. It says the sentence is just for example. So let's check. My parents had promised to give me. So promise is an infinitive verb. That's why we said to give me. Okay? So let's continue. Sentence 1 and 2, I just separated from the paragraph. So let's check. I was so looking forward to blah blah to Germany. So look forward to, is it infinitive or gerund? We should know that. Can, is it infinitive or gerund? Look forward to. I have to decide that so that I will continue with go here. Look forward
I think it is gerund, I think.
Thank you so much. I was wondering that because here there is to, but this to doesn't mean it's infinitive. This to means this is preposition. That's why it's gerund. So can you do it? So looking forward to. Can you make go?
I knew it.
Okay, gerund. Make gerund. Go.
Sorry, teacher. I don't.
Okay, what I mean is you knew that it was a gerund sentence. Okay, so can you make go gerund, please? How can I make it gerund? Put ing.
Going.
Going, right?
Yes.
That's what I asked. Okay. Anyway, looking forward to going to Germany. I will just show the answers. I really wanted blah blah Berlin. So want is can. Is it infinitive or gerund?
Infinitive.
So make visit infinitive, please.
To visit.
Exactly. Wonderful. Thank you. Now it's okay. So guys, please check your answers here. Look forward to is gerund. So you say going. Want is infinitive. That's why you say to visit. Do you see how we do it? So we should remember the basic rules, okay? Look forward to going. To is preposition here. So want is the one of the most common, infinitive verbs. So sentence 1 and 2. I will move on. Sentence 3. Here, there were so many things I really needed. So need. Is need gerund or infinitive? Fidel. Fidel.
Infinitive, I think.
So, can you make do infinitive, please?
To do.
To do. That's it. Thank you so much. So, there were so many things I really needed to do because need is infinitive. We always check the verb. Is it infinitive or is it gerund? Then I focus on parentheses, the word in parentheses, okay? To do. So here, Jada, interested in, blah, blah, learn. So is interested in gerund or infinitive? Here, in, there's clue here. Please just catch that. Jada, are you there? This is the second time I ask you. Anyway, İdil, interested in. In is preposition. So is it gerund or infinitive? İdil Asya, did you leave?
I don't know. I don't know.
But remember, if there is preposition, we make all the verbs what? Gerund. So you will make it interested in learning. In means gerund. All the prepositions mean gerunds. In, on, under, before, without. Remember the rules, please. Okay? That's why we will say gerund here. So, today I will talk to your class teacher about this situation. You didn't do your homeworks, you didn't respond. So, next lesson we will just continue. Okay. So, please complete the rest of your homework by the next session, okay? No, I'm not sure that everybody did their homework, and you are not showing that as well. So, if you have questions, you know how to ask me. Is there any problem? Please complete your worksheet by the next session. So, take care of yourselves, guys. See you on next session. Goodbye.